run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
White down. White Monday down. You want it? Hatchet.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter. Result on each and every attempt.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive lineman still, to this...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
53 the mic. Easy. Kill. Stick the ball.
From the gun, it's Carr. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They run it with Jacobs, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This will be, 38 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Switch up.
On second down, Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check right 34. Play 43.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He finds his target, Fuller. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
I down these two. Let's go, Hey.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, we got right. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 15.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. From the 44, Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... This is caught inside the 15. 36 yards on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They run with Pumphrey. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Hey, wahoo!
Carr now on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And some room to work. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Working from the gun, Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Brandon Coleman. 88 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go.
Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Hey, I'm coming.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors. 15.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Nifty footwork at the 45, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Yellow. I go on, Eddie.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Attack.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
15 yards to go.
Yellow. On, Eddie. 43.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, sundown.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes rolling to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
I got it.
first down. Williams. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Yellow. I'm the lane.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, yellow, go.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 yards, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 25 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
7:34.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Go.
50. I got one.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they go option to the right. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47.
93.
From the gun, Carr. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the Chiefs' 26-yard line.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That is caught at the 7. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 5-57. And let's pin the mirror.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Mahomes on target there to Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Williams. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 34 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 50. Kill.
From the gun, Carr. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Pumphrey. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushed him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Express.
Operating from the gun, Carr. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
29.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Coleman has it here right side. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Here's Mahomes to throw, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Let it go, baby.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal.
15.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 180.
I'm going to come back.
734.
Back to you.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 180. Hey, Raider 2.
Hey, watch 12, watch 12.
What's up?
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He got 29 yards that time.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. It reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Hey, we got 4.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. 39 yards there. A big one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.